Hi, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about how do you go from surviving, right? Survival mode is a trauma response. It's like this that flee or flight or stay. What do you do in those moments, right? Most of us most of us are used to surviving. We're used to the struggle. We're used to the pain. We don't even know what thriving looks like. We don't know what it looks like to be settled. So I'm gonna tell you a story, right? I have this little joke. I feel like African families should have their own TV show, Growing Up African, because let me tell you, it's interesting growing up African. You don't realize it until you go to your friend's house and you see, oh, they don't do things like that. But anyway, so growing up, our parents don't like to see us sitting down. Like if you just relaxing, they got something for you to do. If you are laying on the couch, oh my God, that's like a crime. Like you got to wake up in the morning, you got to clean up. They need you washing dishes. You got to be doing something all the time when you live in an African household. That's just the way our parents are. And so we've learned to be that way with our kids as well. But the funny thing about that story is that it's a trauma response. It's not, it's something that they have learned to be because they've been responding to in a traumatic way. So there's nothing wrong with relaxation. Everybody should take a day for self-care where you do nothing and just lay around your house or wherever you are. You need that, especially now during COVID, the pandemic, and all the overwhelm we're all feeling. But I'm talking about thriving because our parents have been surviving for so long, whether you're African, you're African American, you're poor. Anytime you've ever been through something, you probably were in survival mode for a long time. And so our parents, growing up, they were working multiple jobs, trying to care for kids, make sure there's food on the table, make sure everybody was okay. And so they were in survival mode. They had to make sure all their children were okay. So they were in survival mode. But now we grown, and some of us have survival mode in our DNA. And there's nothing wrong with knowing how to survive, but you got to know how to thrive. So, how do you thrive? You start thriving by making a list of the things that you want to do. You start thriving by speaking into existence. I'm telling y'all, affirmations are so powerful. Like I have manifested things that I didn't even think was going to come through just by saying, I am going to do this or this thing is mine. And as it is how I end my affirmations. It's just that simple. Affirmations help. Also, having a goal. I don't care how big that goal is. Write it down. I honestly, y'all, I gotta go. I want to own a yacht. I am so serious. I recently saw that. I think her name is Christina Anstey, and I could be saying her name wrong. But anyway, she bought a yacht after her divorce. Now, I don't need to get divorced to own a yacht. I just want to own a yacht. I want to take my family out on the water. I want us to have a good time, and I want a place I can escape to. That is a dream of mine. It's a big goal, but I plan on achieving it. And so how do I do that? I write down all the other long-term goals that I have, and I break them down to short-term goals. I break them down into yearly goals, and then I break them down into a couple of months and then daily goals. Everything that I do is for the purpose of making my goals because I want to thrive. I want to lay around in my yacht. Now, I don't know if my African parents are going to agree with me doing nothing, but guess what? That's what I plan on doing. So that's one way is creating affirmations, writing down your goals, believing in yourself, motivating yourself. And if you don't have self-motivation right now, I got you. It's a bunch of people out here able to motivate you. Get up, get moving, do something each day. I don't care how small it is to work towards your goal because we got to get out of survival mode. We cannot continue to live like this. The body is so tense. You will have your shoulders up like this, and it's like you can't move, and your tongue is on the roof. Just bring it down because you have to learn to just thrive and be in the moment. So, with that being said, let's all practice thriving. Let's all practice taking yourself out to eat. Practice self-care. Practice buying that thing that you want that you feel like you shouldn't have. Wear those clothes that you've been waiting to go somewhere and says the pandemic is going to be here. Put on those nice clothes and go to Walmart. I don't care. Matter of fact, I would like to see more people dressed nicely at Walmart. I'm telling you the truth. But just do the thing that you want to do that you thought you couldn't do. believe in yourself, and surround yourself with a support system that is going to be with you and is going to support you through it all. So with that being said, I hope you have a productive week, and tell me in the comments, how do you thrive? What do you do to thrive and stop surviving? We can't continue surviving.